Hey guys, so today I want to talk about the differences between American guys and Japanese guys. So recently I said that I went out with Katie and we went on like our friends date night, which we do like every once in a while. I want to say like monthly, where we just catch up and talk about different things. And I said like while I was walking around with Katie, like a few people stopped me and they said, "Oh, you're hot or good looking or whatever." And even when I went to go eat, it happened too. Like somebody said, "Oh, he's very good looking" and stuff like that. And then some people in the comments, they would say stuff like, "Oh, maybe they were like headhunting you, like looking for, I don't know, probably like maybe like modeling and stuff like that." But like I said, I mentioned that too, that I'm trying to do modeling. So just in case you see me in something in Japan, then yeah, I'm doing modeling in Japan. So yeah, hopefully I can get some jobs, even though it's kind of hard. But besides that, it's kind of different because in America, like growing up, well, I don't know, when I was growing up, it was kind of different. There was never anything about like if you said somebody was good looking that you were like considered gay or anything like that, or not that I recall. I feel like that wasn't too much of a big deal where I was. In like high school and stuff like that, it wasn't like oh, he's gay, she's lesbian kind of thing. I don't recall that like at all, honestly, in high school. Even when I went to college, it was never like a thing. Like nobody was like, "Oh, you can't be this, you can't do that," or like I can't believe he likes guys, or I can't believe she likes girls, or anything like that. I don't recall any of that. But I do know there's some things like that in America, like as in, especially for guys. Girls is okay. Girls can say like another girl is beautiful or whatever, and it's like okay. But generally for guys, if a guy says like another guy's good looking, then it's just like, oh, you must be gay or something like that. But that's actually not a thing in Japan. Like from when you're like young, like even like my elementary school kids, they always tell me like I'm hot, like kind of on a daily basis. But guys and girls, but like especially guys, I want to say guys do it a lot more. I want to say compared to girls. Girls are probably more shy, but like guys are more out with it, like, "Oh, you're good looking," like, "Yeah, you're good looking," as compared to like America, where it's like something we don't really do. I don't know if it's like any different now, or if it's getting any like better, because I mean like I'm not in school anymore, or I'm not in like elementary or middle school and stuff like that. But like here, like it's different. Like in Japan, you can say like another guy's good looking and not be considered gay. It's just because it's just different. Like here, like you could just say anybody's good looking or whatever, and it's just like just a respect for like how they look. Like they look beautiful, they look hot. Like it's just, you can see that, so it's like there. You can't be like, oh, I mean like in America, I'm sure like guys would do the same. Like you could, I'm sure you can tell when somebody is good looking even if you don't say it, you know. I think that's where jealousy stems from, actually, because you wouldn't be jealous of somebody if they weren't either good looking, had more money than you, or like something like along those lines, or something like that. So like obviously if you're jealous of somebody, then it's probably because you think they either have more money than you or they're good looking anyway. So basically you said it without saying it. But in Japan, that's not really a thing. Like it doesn't matter who you call good looking or whatever. It doesn't actually like refer to like your sexual desires or who you want to like be with or whatever. It's just like you're just able to do it and just do it. It's just like okay. But I do know like in America it's like a big thing, like, oh well, it's just not something you should do because then, you know, people will consider you like, oh, gay or whatever. But there are those like guys out there, because I've met some too, like at work or whatever, where they'd be like, no, I'm like comfortable in my sexuality to say like that guy's actually hot. Doesn't mean I want to date him, or doesn't mean I'm attracted to him or anything like that. But you know, like he's good looking, like, you know. But majority of guys, it's not, compared to Japan, where like I want to say it's like everybody. I've never had a problem with somebody just saying somebody's good looking. I mean, yeah, I mean it could be true that maybe they do. Maybe they do have like some kind of attraction to you or sexual desire or whatever. I mean, that's kind of harder to tell in Japan, really. But in America, I mean, like it's just like something we don't do, I want to say. I mean, it's not really a problem for me. And like I said, some other guys I know that are just like, oh, you know, I mean, like, just because I think he's like good looking doesn't mean I want to date him or anything like that, you know. But like in Japan, yeah, don't have a problem with it. Everybody does it actually, you know, from like younger to older. So no, the reason why they said I was good looking, I mean, like I said, maybe they could have liked me, whatever, I'm not too sure. But just because they said like you're good looking or whatever, it's just because they think you're attractive. Doesn't mean they want to date you all the time. If you ever come to Japan and somebody says you're good looking, it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Are you trying to date me? Or, you know, no, they probably just think you're good looking because you are or whatever, you know. Besides that, other things about Japanese guys, what I do or have noticed is like being foreign, I want to say it's harder to like mingle with Japanese guys, like to create friendships and stuff like that. Growing up, I always had, I want to say, majority girlfriends, but I was always in like honors and AP classes, and majority of my school, when I went to them, like the AP and honors classes were always girls that wanted to join. I mean, we had a few guys like me and like two, three others, but like it's never like a lot of guys. I mean, I've always wanted to like hang out with more guys, but I mean, at the same time, it didn't really matter to me because it's just like whatever. You know, I have friends or whatever. I'm doing good. We enjoy our time together and so forth. So it was like okay, but like. I was thinking about it like the other day when I was talking to a friend. Well, you know, this is like kind of some time ago, but I was talking to a friend about like I never really had like guy friends growing up. Like I had a few when I was like in elementary school, but not like as time progressed, I felt like majority of the time it was just mostly girls. I don't know if it was easier to talk to them or if they easily talked to me or like to form like bonds or whatever, but it was majority girl friends for me. Never really had guy friends. So I always thought like, man, I really would like to make more guy friends. But I mean, guys is different. Like I feel like as a guy, you have to know or what the other guy likes or whatever. Because I feel like majority of guys go based off of like having like the same kind of like hobbies or, you know, doing the same kind of thing or whatever. Or maybe you just grew up with a guy and you guys were just friends for like since then or whatever. But like for me, I never really had too many guy friends. I always wanted some more, but like I never had any. I mean, I was content with what I had because I mean I had friends, but like yeah, majority of my friends were girls. But like coming here, like I said, I tried many different outlets to try to make friends or whatever. I want to try to make more guy friends. The one thing you do have to note when you go to probably like I want to say like majority of Asian countries. I know Korea is kind of the same. No, Korea is the same, but so is Japan. As in, if you hang around with a lot of girls, generally you'll sound girly because you'll use majority of words that girls only use. But I mean, you won't really know unless somebody tells you, because there's some people that you'll meet and they'll be like, oh, you know, like, oh, you say a lot of stuff, but majority of that stuff is what a girl would say. And then you're like, oh. Because, like, even, like, the friend, like, that I met, like, we're doing really good as in friends. We're supposed to meet up in 2 days? Or this weekend sometime. Yeah. But, like, even, like, when we talk, I'm able to learn a lot from him. And, like, one of the things, like, because I would always use like watashi or whatever, but then he was like, he was like, you should probably use like boku because it's so nice and friendly. Like ore is like more like rude, if you want to put it like that. Boku is what a guy would say, but it's still like nicer than like ore. But yeah, he was like, you sometimes use. And I was like, but I don't really know what I should use. But it's just like you would use watashi if you're like at work because you have to be like friendly towards everybody. But if you're like casually talking to a friend, then you would want to more use boku than ore because ore is a more rude. But I mean, I guess that depends on the crowd you hang out with. If you hang out with somebody, I want to say like the person I met is more sophisticated. He's very smart. He's very intelligent. And we talk about a lot of different things. So I really like talking with him. But because of his demeanor, we use like boku. But like the more like I want to say like outgoing, like I'm more like party type, like like sports and all that stuff. Like who cares? Do whatever you want. Kind of like out there kind of guys. They're probably more use like ore. But yeah, he was just like, yeah, because you would use watashi, but I feel like no. He was like, not Phil. He was like, no, but we're friends, so you should probably switch to boku because watashi is something that you'd probably only want to use at work. And I was like, oh, okay. But like then he went into like this long like speech of like things like you could use in like even like different faces. Like he had like emoticons, like this is like what Boku kind of emoticons would look like, and this is what Ore kind of emoticons look like. This is what Watashi kind of emoticons look like, which is more girly. I'm like, oh wow, like he's like, well, that's a me thing, but I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Like I never thought about anything like that, but it was just like cool to like learn his perspective on things. But like that being said, yeah, like if you have if you hang out with too many girls, then yeah, your Japanese would probably sound a bit girly. I mean, not saying that there's like not some guys that use those kind of words anyway, because I mean, it's all based on preference. But like then there's other guys that are like, well, maybe you should use this instead of like that, because you don't want to sound too like feminine or girly. I mean, like that all depends on you or whatever. If you don't really care about that stuff, then it's whatever. But for me, like learning the difference between like everything, so I don't care what I use. And my friend doesn't care what I use either, but like I just want to know like the difference between everything. So I'm like, oh, okay, I see that. So like even when I hear people talk, then I could be like, okay, that's why I use that. That's why he said that. That's why she said that. But like I was saying, like the main reason why I started the majority of like the chats, like hello, talk, I tried Tinder for some time, was because I wanted to like meet more guy friends. And in Japan, I don't like, there's not too many opportunities, like I said, to meet more guys here compared to, I want to say, America. Like I said, this goes into like a Japanese thing in general, but like the guys in at my job, they talk, but like they don't say much. They don't try to seem like they want to get to know you more, like to like to hang out and do kind of stuff like that. But like all my jobs in like America, like guys were just more like like, oh, what are you doing, or like, do you want to hang out, or do you want to like go to Buffalo Wild Wings with us, or stuff like that, like game night or whatever. Like there was all that kind of stuff compared to like here, like there's like nothing. Like I've never been in, well, I mean, like besides like my Japanese guy friend that I have right now, but no, back in my university days, around that time, I met like a group of guys and girls that were like interested in like America, and we used to always hang out together, and they really like foreigners too. So like them, yeah, I got to talk to them, and they would invite me like to their apartment, stuff like that, and we would talk and hang out and stuff like that. But like now that I'm back in Japan, everybody else, like they went their separate ways because everybody was in college, and now everybody's like back in like their own perspective place in like Japan. So that's the thing. It kind of sucks because I wish I could like meet them more, but can't. And then like here just now, like I'm trying like hard to like meet. Well, I was in the beginning. Now I'm kind of like whatever about it. I'm good with what I got. But before, like I was trying, like I said, when I had like the apps and stuff like that, and I tried with the teachers and all that. You can't really try just out anywhere in Japan, I want to say. I don't, Japanese, especially in Tokyo area, they don't really talk. Everybody's just on their own little path or whatever with their group of people, or by themselves, probably coming from work, heading home from work, going out to see so-and-so, coming back from seeing so-and-so. Everybody's in their own little world, so nobody's really talking to like, or mingling with somebody that they would just pass on the street, compared to like America, where if you just randomly go anywhere, I feel like Europe is pretty much the same. My friend said too. Like you just meet somebody and just start talking and you just have a conversation with them randomly, and you could probably meet somebody like a guy or girl that way. But like majority of people, they don't do anything, and when they do pass you, they probably like look down or look to the side, or that could be more of a me thing. I don't really know, but like it's that kind of demeanor as opposed to like actually trying to get to know more people or whatever. But like yeah, I at my school I tried with the teachers, I exchanged like lines and stuff like that. But like no, not like anything. Like everybody's just like on like their own different thing or whatever. But I mean like it's like whatever. I tried. If it comes it comes, if it doesn't it doesn't. But like that's one of the other differences about being in Japan too, is like I feel like making a majority of guy friends would be easier in America because guys are more outgoing and they like they like expanding their circle. They like having big groups and just like hanging out and just doing certain things, or whatever, as opposed to like Japan. Like even when I was on different sites, it seemed like majority of people, they like kind of smaller groups. Sometimes they like big groups, but like even that, like trying like I said, it was like a start talking type thing. Like yeah, I'm gonna start talking or whatever, and then like they disappear or whatever, and then it's just like, oh, okay, so your whole profile said you wanted friends or whatever, so like yeah, but then you disappear. Like how do you make friends like that? But compared to America, I felt like when I had like all my jobs and stuff like that, like I said, like even making girlfriends or it was just like so much more easier. But coming here, the guys are they're a lot different. Like clothes for one, like fashion here is different. If you want to put it like this, they wear more stuff that you probably see like a girl wearing, kind of thing. Like bags is a thing. Like guys wear bags. Guys have like the long wallets, like what you would consider a girl having in America. But I mean honestly, the it's actually better anyway in Japan, because like the long wallets could hold the longer bills, because Japan's bills are longer and like wider than America. But I have my wallet, and my wallet barely holds it, and mine's is from like America. I'm like, maybe I need to like upgrade to one too. But besides that, like bags is a thing here. Guys don't really do bags in America, like not at all. Sometimes they have like the satchels or whatever, but a majority of the time they don't. But satchels is a big thing here. I see guys wear them like all the time, and you can buy them like in so many different places, and they be having the good ones too, like the Coach and all that stuff. Like yeah, they don't even go cheap on that. But and even yeah, fashion, like things that you probably say like like a guy wouldn't wear, like like sweats. Like sweats is okay, but like I'm talking about like the tight sweats where like you can see like your structure, like your butt and like all that. Like I mean, guys tend to wear more baggy stuff, I want to say. And it's changing a little bit. No, it's changing a lot actually. But more baggy stuff. Like you don't really see like their butt, or maybe you could see their, depending on if they're wearing boxers, you probably see some stuff too if they're sagging or whatever. But besides that, you don't really see like the structure. But like here, like you can walk around and you'll see guys with like the tight like sweats where like you can just see like everything. You're just like, wow, there's just so much difference between like guys here and then guys in America. Fashion, becoming friends, just things that you say, good looking, being hot, like yeah, that's not a thing in America, but like it's a thing here. I think that's pretty much it about the differences between guys. There's probably like some other stuff too that I failed to mention, but I would probably have to like more talk to more people here and see like the differences between like what they think and what like probably American people think. But like that I notice is a big one because like we don't really, the biggest one like I said would be like the saying somebody's hot or good looking, because we don't too much do that. I mean, I don't care like I said, but like majority of guys don't really do that in like America. I don't know about like everybody else's perspective country. I do remember reading this thing like in Europe a while ago about guys cuddling or whatever, and it's like a thing in like Europe or whatever when guys cuddle, but they're not like, you know, having sex with each other, or like they're not interested in each other like that, but it's just like they just cuddle or whatever, and like it's just not a thing in America. You don't, or not that I know of at least. I don't know too many people that just cuddle with their friends. It's not really a thing that I know of. But like it's just so crazy to know that like different, well, it's not even crazy, but it's just so I know, eye opening pretty much would probably be better to see like the differences between like people in like different places. Like Europe does this, America does this, Japan does this, and just like what you can do, or you know what's more acceptable if you go to different places like that. So if I find out anything else about guys, then I'll let you know. And then I want to do something about girls next. See you.